Troops, good evening. Day 18 of the pod, and we just got back from course. We're on day 6 of the 10-day course, and it is 8:30 p.m. here in the UK, and this is a nighttime episode. It's going to be a short one because we just had our dinner. We just had to get some more a second workbook finished prior to 9 o'clock deadline, so that's gone in for submission. And then just a quick update on the lesson, the operational stress reaction lesson. Delivered that today, went really well. Changed a few things last minute, and it worked quite well, apart from embedding videos into a PowerPoint. Bit clunky, that was really well. So and also I'm not doing the extra sets of questions, which is the coaching questions, because I've already got a higher level qualification. I'm not going to stress myself out going through them, but I get a good idea now of the students I'm going to be teaching, what they're going through and more, because I'm not doing the extra workbook, etc., with extra questions. So I'm just not stressing myself out anymore. I'm going to try and balance everything, the new job, the course, the business, and my evening job on a Wednesday evening, Saturday morning. So so big relief, that's in. A bit of refinement on that, and then we should onto the home straight. Got my final teaching lesson practice, which is the ASH experiment, where it's a social conformity experiment in a classroom, where the experiment was conducted, and you've got one line, vertical line, like a finger pointing up for those who are listening, not watching, and then you've got 3 other ones, different heights, and what you've got to do is get the matching line. You've got to say 1, 2, 3 or ABC, which is the right one. And what you do, you stage the experiment, so you have you have everybody following on, like sheep, conforming, and then the one person that's not in on the act, that doesn't know that it's staged, starts conforming. So as the others start getting alternate answers wrong, the individual who was sort of choosing, they don't know they've been chosen, but I've framed it with everybody else. They're starting to get one answer wrong, and they deliberately, and the rest of them are following on, and including the person who knows it's completely wrong, and they conform. And that just shows how we just follow on and we conform to others and in groups. So that's on Thursday, and that's the final one. That'll be sign off, and then we'll be in, and then we've got to follow a course. So I'm going down to an hour down south to Worthy Down in May to shadow a course, sit in the back, look at it from an observing point of view, a different set of eyes and ears, and then just make up some notes. And then the month after, I'll be then delivering 3 or 4 sessions on another course, and then that's me free to teach my own syndicates. So that's all good. So it's going to be a short, quick one, because I'm going to treat myself tonight to a bath, or a bath as they say down south of England. I've got some lavender Epsom salt for the bath, so I'm just going to be winding down a really nice night's sleep. So how are we getting on with the sleep, the hydration and the exercise? How are you doing? If you don't know what I'm talking about, then make sure you go back to the episode yesterday when I talked about the tiny habits. That managed to get uploaded, I think first thing this morning, and obviously I've mapped it across to Spotify. So have a look at that. It's definitely worth, if you're struggling with habits, you're still chasing goals, the same old goals, you keep resetting, and you can't work out why you're not hitting them or why you keep falling off track, you're probably blaming motivation and willpower, and it's not that. If you watch that, listen to that, you'll see what I'm doing. And that was in 2 parts. It was out on the walk, just talking about BJ Fogg's behaviour change model, tiny habits, B map, behaviour equals the motivation, the ability and the prompt. And then I also went part 2, went and videoed it, filmed it on a whiteboard, and then attached that to the recording yesterday. So make sure you go back and view that. Let us know how you get on with that, and then good luck with your new ways, your new habit, your new routine. But basically the bottom line up front with that is, number 1, from the model, you need to keep things really simple. So if you want to get stronger and fitter at press-ups or pull-ups or dips, then what you need to do is 1 or 2 a day. Do that over a week, do it over another week, then start increasing it, and then go for sustainability. And the second thing you need to do, you need to make it part of another habit, what's already existing. Habit stacking, it's called. So I talked about yesterday the example of, setting the intention the night before. Always set the intention the night before, or make a note at least. Leave a empty glass by the kettle. You come downstairs, you turn the kettle on, that's the trigger for you to then, you see the glass, you then put some water in, you start hydrating, and then you start doing 5 minutes worth of exercise. And you just repeat that over time, and it compounds, and it becomes to a point of automaticity, and then you can get into a new habit and get better health results, etc, etc. You will fall off track eventually, and motivation will wane if you get bored and stuff like that, or you just forget, life gets in the way, but it's the best chance of success. So that's what I talked about yesterday. Also mentioned that we're going to talk about goal setting and stuff. I'm not going to do that today. And what I'm going to do another 2-part episode like I did yesterday with regards to goal setting. And I'm going to map that into a nice performance profile for you. So another psychological tool, framework, a model. So you can use that, take that away as well. And I'm going to start adding all this into the school community, Wellbeing Made Easy. I'm going to start off with that video yesterday. I'm also going to add it to my social media and just start adding some more content. But this course has wiped me out a little bit. I'm still behind on the scorecard, and by the end of the week I will be getting that laser focused and getting that out. And I've been saying it, so I do apologise if you're waiting for the scorecard, but better late than never. And that is a free health assessment for all the listeners and everybody in the Wellbeing Made Easy school. If you don't know what I'm talking about, see the notes in the show notes, see the link in the bio, and join the school. We've got about 45 people in there now. Free lifetime access. It's a new platform, content creation. It's a content community. It's a calendar, and it's also part of gamification, leadership board and everything. So it's a community. It's got classrooms in there. You can see I've started to build the classrooms. And then obviously there is a calendar on there. So those who are in the school community, the first thing they're going to get is not only the free wellbeing assessment around the 5 pillars of health, what I call skills, which is the part of the Wellbeing Made Easy mainframe, if you like, which is the in this order, which is relax well, sleep well, eat well, move well, and connect well. The 5 pillars, the 5 skill areas. And then from that, once you've got your initial score, you've got it on a visual, then you can see that within your inbox within 5-10 minutes. And then that's going to then lead on to a free masterclass. And I'm going to talk you through live with me for about an hour online. And that date's going to be fixed into the calendar function of the school community. It's going to decide a date. It's going to get this week out of the way, but I'll start planning this week. And then we are on it and help you level up. All for free if you're in the Wellbeing Made Easy school community. Again, link in the show notes and also in the bio. So make sure you are following. Make sure you're adding comments and any reviews, really appreciated. It helps get some followers, and it also shares the content, etc. So yeah, that's all sort of coming. Yeah, wow. I'm day 18 of the podcast. And what am I doing for the newbies? It was my birthday, 48th birthday. I wanted to pull some online coaching together. Didn't know what it was going to look like, how I'm going to do it, what platform. And I was about to launch a Facebook group, learn all about that, and decided on my pillars of health, decided what I want to do and help people get across the bridge, if you like, or give them a bridge to get across. Seth Godin talks about the dip, being stuck in the dip or the rut, and we want to get from point A, where we are now, current reality, to where we want to be, the desired reality. And that's what I'm here to do, help try to make, number one, well-being made easy, and get rid of all the noise and try and simplify it really easy, hence that episode yesterday. Also, go back to episode 0, okay, and that'll give you all the reasons why, and see how I'm getting on, see how my language is changing, see how my mindset's changing, see how my attitude's changing. And just thinking about it over the last few weeks, if you look at the video version of this, then you can see I'm really tired. Obviously, I've had a couple of weeks termination leave from my old job to my new job that I've just started. Gone from recruitment back into a classroom. And I'm just on 2 weeks, a week and a half in, nearly, on the course I've got to do to relearn my old job, which is great. Content's changed, team have changed, and other bits and pieces have changed. Really good as well. So really pumped up and looking forward to that. But had to sell cars and move on and do all sorts of stuff. Anyway, it's done. So I really look shattered and tired on the video, so don't sort of prejudge. Working a couple of jobs and life has been in the way, and we are pulling through and we're on the move. And I think it was on the fence of doing a podcast. I put it out there to myself a year ago when I sort of mapped things out, just started to doubt, and then part of a podcast school community group I'm in give me the confidence, the inspiration, and then I was 2 days out before my 48th birthday on the 6th of April. I think it's the 22nd of April now, something like that, 6th of April, and I started to procrastinate. I started to get overwhelmed, thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? I was going to grab a bit of a photograph there with them trees for the cover of the thumbnail. So when I'm walking, for those who are listening, thinking what I'm doing, I'm just taking a selfie on the camera. I'm on the camera roll now, and I upload that to YouTube, do a quick thumbnail in Canva, and then try to do my best. So go easy on me with the artwork. I'm not an expert, anybody can do this. So I set out to do the podcast and wanted to map it across to a video, which this is on the camera roll. I've had an epic, I'm not technically orientated. I've been on Instagram, Twitter for about 10 years or whatever, but I'm still learning as we go. At 48 years of age, online, it's really good. And what I've learned, the biggest thing I've learned is imperfect action is better than no action. So coming back to the podcast, when I wanted to do it, how am I going to do it? How's it going to work? How am I going to upload it? Yada, yada, yada. I've got my memory storage full on my phone, offloading apps every minute. I've got to remove things and delete things, and the MacBook at home's crashing, and yada, yada, yada. Oh, it's carnage. It's all part of the process, so it's all part of the journey. You've got to put it out there, you've got to commit, you've got to be prepared to put yourself through the hard yards to get where you want to go. Again, listen to episode 0, listen to episode 1, and I did it 2 days before. I thought, what if I don't do it and I hit my 48th birthday party? My first birthday. I didn't have a birthday party. I had a nice cake. But, so it would be in the regret afterwards. And nobody cares, nobody knows. I didn't even tell nobody. But I did it. And this is where we are now, day 18. And I mentioned it yesterday or day before. Not many new podcasts I think it's past 23 episodes. I will try and find the answer out. Not many last past 23. And then definitely, I think it's only something like 3% of new podcasts only get past 80 episodes, I think it is. I'm sure Lewis Howe said that on the School of Greatness. I'm not sure, but I'll have a look. At that. So yeah. And we're here now, walking around the streets of my local village, local town. And I'm going to go home soon and have a quick bath. So just wanted to sort of jump on here and say I'm still here. We're still going, we're still strong. And the plan is, for those who are new, first time, to show up at least 365 days of the year. And we've only just got going. The boat is off into the ocean. Don't know what I'm doing, don't know what I'm saying. I'm just going from the heart with authenticity. I'm not I'm not editing the videos. Yes, if it cuts off and bits and pieces, I'm just pulling it together, but I'm not trimming anything. I haven't got time. I don't want to. I want it to be authentic. I want it to sort of empower and give people a little bit of hope that if I can do it, you can do it. But also what it's doing is, I'm not one for writing things down. I can't even read my own writing. And I'm more of a visual, verbal person, for those who know me in person. And this is really good. It's sort of just brain dumping, just talking to a camera. And, you know, I've got probably about 15 to 20 views already. I'm not here to take over the world. I'm not here to be a hero. I'm not here to be naming flashing lights. I don't want to be any of that. I'm just doing it for, one, to show up and for accountability, and two, to help others. If I can inspire one other person to take action, watch that video, watch that clip yesterday, and do the BJ Fogg habit, and if it helps, then it helps. It gets you better results. And then the other thing is, it's just a diary, a journal to look back on. And also I can repurpose the content. So what I'm going to do with that video I've done, I'm going to sort of chop it off and then just use it for a bit of content reel. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Just come on in and brain dump so I don't miss an episode. And I'm going to go now and chill. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, wherever you're listening to this, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. What's one thing you can take away from this episode that you want to implement and you can in your own life today? And who is one person you can share it with? Because we know when we're sharing, it's caring. Also, it's teaching other people. They can benefit too, and you will retain the information more. So good night, everyone, and I will see you in the morning.